So, can we talk about the fact that narcissistic men seek out extremely beautiful women? They will look for you. They look for the exoticals. They look for the ones, especially when we're talking about narcissistic abuse within the black woman and black man dynamic. If you're a black woman and you're extremely beautiful, you're extremely sweet, you just shine, you have a light, they will come and find you just to humble you, especially I think when you are an extremely beautiful black woman, because as black women, we're already considered what, like the bottom of the dating, I don't know, pool or whatever those stupid terms are, that sexual marketplace or whatever. And, we're not supposed to be, as black women, we're not supposed to be, just extremely beautiful. We're not supposed to stand out. People will look at us and try to mistake us for being some other culture. I can't tell you how many times I've had people asking, what are you mixed with? First of all, it's what are you mixed with, okay? Because all of y'all came from us, okay? I'm black. I'm black, I'm black, I'm black, I'm black. Okay? Like, that's what I'm mixed with. All them other things that may be less than 20% and less, it don't even matter, okay? I'm black. I'm black mixed with black, mixed with black. But anyway, let me get back to the point. The point is, when you're an extremely beautiful black woman, you need to be aware of this. These type of animalistic creatures, these narcissistic XYs, they will come and seek you out because they get a kick out of damaging you, putting you down, breaking your spirit, knocking you up, or if you're already a single mother, trying to knock you up again. Okay, that's another thing. Actually just was listening to a woman, the Level Up Guru, and she was actually, shout out to her page, and just bringing these things to light. She pointed this out, and this is so true. When you're already a single mother and an extremely beautiful woman and a good one, and I just went through this a couple, this with this last relationship, they'll be very jealous of how amazing you've been able to do on your own with your children and still have your beauty and your success and have things together, and they will come in just to destroy that too. It's like they look at you and they're shook, and they have to do something to knock you down a peg to humble you. That way they can kick you down, they can damage you some kind of way, they can give you another setback, and then they get to walk away from you feeling better about themselves and being able to say to you and try to get you to believe, yeah, you're not all that, huh? You're not all that now. See, I just did to you what I could do to anybody else. Like, they get a kick out of this stuff because they're sick. They're sick in the freaking head. They're sick in the head, and they do this stuff. So it's something to be aware of and something to watch out for. And if you've gone through it, just release yourself from any of that, like shame or any of those negative emotions, because all that belongs to that fool. We got to be careful out here, and we got to be selfish with ourselves and just be aware. These are things that I wish that I was aware of when I was younger. Oh, God, I wish that I can't go back to any of that. But what I can do is tell you all about all of my shenanigans that I experienced at the hands of mostly those XYs, from beginning to end, so that you can know for yourself and you can be forewarned, you can be armed, you can tell your sisters, your cousins, your nieces, all of that. Stay woke in these streets. Example, the last guy that I was with, for months before I even finally went on a first date with him, he would always, and then the first year that we were dating and then getting serious, he would always lead with how beautiful I am. You are so beautiful. Your face, even when you first wake up, just totally worshiping how beautiful I am and give me all these props for being such a good this and good that and a good woman. You're so smart. And later on, he wound up always hating all the big words I use. And then it went from, me being so smart to how I use my words as a weapon. But for the first, I would say at least the first good year to year and a half, he led with, always, just making it seem like he was just so taken by my beauty. However, I know better now that when someone approaches you like that and they spend so much effort on talking about that, that's probably something that they're shook with or shook by. And that's probably something that makes them feel a type of way. Because I feel like, looking back over that relationship, a lot of the things that he said that he loved about me, those are the things that he tried to destroy. It went from that to refusing to ever give me a compliment. I'm getting ready to go perform somewhere, or we're going on a date, and I know who the hell I am, so I know I look good. And I'm in front of the mirror getting myself together. Well, it used to be, let me help you fix that up, or let me help you unfix that real quick before we go. But then it got to when he got comfortable and he knew he had me, literally not acknowledging me at all. We can go somewhere and every other musician, everybody else is staring me down, probably telling him, oh, she bad, she bad. And he's taking the compliments. As a matter of fact, we had a couple of those conversations, but he stopped complimenting me and even acknowledging anything good about me. I could have performed and everybody else said how great I did or how moving it was. He would say, oh, it was okay. Like, this is systematic. This is like, it's a warfare with those type of sick in the head individuals, because they want to bring you down. They, for some reason, when these like narcissistic people, all different types of narcissistic ones, and you've got your like malignant narcissists, and they're the most dangerous ones, but you got some that are like covert and just assholes. So maybe like on a lower level of it, but they still exhibit narcissistic traits. And this one definitely did as well. Apparently I had a type because of how I was raised. Anyway, check out the video series more about that. However, it went from praising me and all that stuff to literally always finding ways to humble me and break me down, to the point to where now you think that emotionally, like, you've caused enough emotional damage to try to take away all the healing that you saw that I was doing, to try to damage the financial growth and stability that you saw that I worked hard to do without you, before you. And some of these people will come into your life when they see that you're healing, or they see that you're healed, whole, and great, and they come in with the sole purpose of trying to break and tear all that down, so that they can break it down, they can disrupt it, they can disrupt your growth, they can disrupt all of the good patterns and stuff that you have, and then they get to walk away feeling so good about themselves because they think like that was the whole thing. You're not all that. See, you weren't all that. It's like literally that was the whole point, to come into your world in life, disrupt that shit, destroy it some kind of way, block progress or whatever, be a blessing blocker, and then walk away with their chest puffed out because for some reason they ain't shit. So they needed to do something to you to make you appear to be on their level or bring you down to their level, and then walk away. Thank God. Thank God. I know it sounds weird to say this, but I had a miscarriage and I was so heartbroken in the moment. I mean, staying up crying. And this dude, remember that movie with Taraji P. Henson and Brian White, when she was crying and that dude laid there sleeping like a baby? That's how that ex was with me. You knocked me up. You were careless. Blah, blah, blah. Stuff happens. And then I'm heartbroken because I'm having to carry this baby for a while before I could even have it surgically removed, and you're sleeping like a baby. Like, almost like there was satisfaction in that heartbreak. And the way that he treated me, this is a person who went from like literally worshiping the ground I walk on to like literally trying to, little by little, emotionally destroy me. And this is supposed to be someone that you love. But again, even the baby trap, men love to say that we baby trap them. But how many times, women, have you been on an upward trajectory and then all of a sudden then, oops, that's when you're pregnant? You think we're going to do that to ourselves? That's another conversation for another time. But the purpose is, they see you up here, and they have, the only way they can feel good for some reason about themselves is to, it's, remember like back in the day, like we little boys and girls, we played with the sandcastles and stuff on the beach. The girls would be putting together, and what did the little boys do? It was like they just had to. It was a compulsion. They just couldn't help themselves. Run up and jump and kick and destroy the sandcastle. Ha ha ha. And then they feel so good about it, and they feel like they accomplished something by destroying what you built and then running off. Some of these guys, they don't ever evolve from that. They just stay those little boys and these narcissistic just assholes in the mind and spirit forever. Just be aware. Okay? Just my beautiful sisters, be aware. Bye-bye.